Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Follow me on all platforms. Like and share this video. In this one, Ralston and Hyman, I will explain what's going on in our country economically on the Colin Bell Show. By the way, make sure so to go over there, go subscribe. That is it.
We're not seeing the action or enough of it by the government. Hold on, my brother. Hold on, let me link you up. The week just start. I don't want an update from Ralston Hyman about this week, yeah, what we're looking at this week. Ralston, how you doing?
Yeah, good, John.
We just talked to Miranda Wellington and she's saying to us that things don't look good on a Black River there. There's no organization, no coordination down there. Still a free for all. Just like what we're seeing with the numbers coming out of the finance ministry, not giving any confidence to the country. What is happening? What is on the agenda for this week?
All right. The dollar dropped by 40 cents today to $161.05. That is from 160.65 on Friday.
Yeah.
So there was no intervention today. As a result, the dollar dropped by 40 cents today. All right?
Yes.
All right. So here's the latest leak now, which is so surprising and which demonstrates the level of incompetence. I'm going to read it here.
Yes.
The Bank of Jamaica holds its policy rate and acts to ensure adequate foreign exchange availability and inflation control. Jamaica, this is coming from the Bank of Jamaica over the signature of Central Bank Governor Richard Biles. The Bank of Jamaica says Jamaica's macroeconomic environment has been severely impacted by Hurricane Melissa. Current information suggests that key macroeconomic indicators, will deteriorate in the near term due to the extensive damage to the country's infrastructure, that word again,
yes,
and disruption to productive activities and livelihoods. The economy is therefore projected to contract significantly over the near term, while inflation will rise from the current level. The rise in inflation will reflect the hurricane's impact on the major food-producing parishes and the second-round effects on the prices of other selected goods, such as household maintenance, transportation, energy, and personal care items. During its meetings on the 20th and 21st of November, the Bank of Jamaica's Monetary Policy Committee deliberated on its monetary policy stance in the context of the post-hurricane environment and expressed its concern regarding the devastation caused by the hurricane and the considerable hardship and dislocation being suffered by many Jamaicans. The Monetary Policy Committee determined that preserving a stable macroeconomic environment is essential to the recovery effort at the individual, household, and national levels. In this regard, the Bank of Jamaica remains committed to ensure that the inflationary effects of the hurricane is managed in order to limit the hardships on the vulnerable groups and to facilitate the conditions necessary for a long-term economic recovery. It is therefore against this background that the committee decided to unanimously hold the interest rate at the current level of 5.75% per annum and to take special preemptive measures to preserve the relative stability in the foreign exchange markets, despite the fact that since the hurricane we have spent $210 million.
So that sounds like the finance minister.
Clearly. So what am I say? All them small business that would have look cheap loan and this and that for recover. There's nothing like that.
But Raleigh, you can't blame the central bank for that move, though.
Well, no, we have to blame the finance minister.
Because when and listeners and viewers, why we say you can't blame the central bank. The central bank has dropped interest rate, 4 times, Raleigh?
Yeah, man.
4 times, and the commercial banks have not budged.
Right.
Not once.
So that is why we were telling the people from this morning that is what the central bank is doing. Because we're not quarterback is going to do because of the incompetence of the minister.
Well, you see, that's why them don't like your Rally. Because you call it before it happen, and them can't come tell you say no go so. Yeah, them try them shenanigans, and then when it happen, you rise to the top again.
Yeah, man. Correct. So all this time when she's missing in action, she should have been talking to the Bankers Association and the Central Bank and the various organizations, the Small Business Association, the MSME Alliance, and make the commercial bankers them know say, yo, we're going to bring down the rates because the economy needs to recover. So we're going to bring down the rates and have to cut the rates. Yeah? Right now what the central bank is saying, based on what we see, we're not going for growth, we're going for stability. So what will happen to all them people, all them businesses that will collapse on them? What will happen when the economy will recover?
But Raleigh, should it be the central bank to decide whether we are going for growth or stability?
No, it is the Minister of Finance's job.
Because the Minister of Finance is the policy maker. It is the cabinet that's supposed to determine whether we're going for growth or we're going for stability.
Precisely. Yep.
But how can we achieve stability, Ralston, with a declining economy?
That's the point I'm making to you, the contradiction that the central bank finds itself in because of the incompetence of the minister. Because the central bank ideally should be reducing the rates now. In other words, the car stall, so it needs to give more gas. So the central bank can tell you at the same time, say, yo, the economy have a decline, but at the same time, we'll keep the policy to keep it declining.
We're not getting no gas.
we not get no gas because of the incompetence of the driver. Doesn't say how much this is going, brother.
But Raleigh, who going to take on this though? Because we are in the media and we can talk till the cows come home.
Yep.
Obviously, these guys not listening.
No.
Where does the opposition come in this?
Well, we talked to Julian this morning and them say if they not get a plan from the minister, they are going to unveil them own plan. But that,
what time did you talk to Julian this morning? I didn't hear that. I was in and out.
I spoke to Julian at about 9:30 so this morning, man.
Yeah, man. Come here, you know me have to go listen to that rally. You never know.
Yeah, man.
Because and people, when we ask about the opposition, don't get it wrong. The opposition have no responsibility or not even a role in this.
Them only can talk, them can't do nothing.
Why I ask about the opposition? Because at least they have a voice in the parliament. So they can speak it in the parliament.
Yeah, so that's what they said. If the minister don't come to the parliament with something tomorrow, then they have to bring them own recovery plan. Because they are so disappointed and appalled that they're not hearing from the minister.
But what can really go so? What can go so?
It goes so. It doesn't go so, but it goes so.
It a go so?
Yeah, it goes so. Yeah. So, me can tell you.
Hold on, somebody saying that PNP have a press conference tomorrow at 10 a.m. Never.
Okay, that's
I've checked the system to find that. Maybe it's in the email or something. But
so let's hear what they have to say, because what the central bank did today is to open the floodgates, because they tell the man them say, the thing crashed and you not doing help. So
you not getting no gas. So let me ask you, Raleigh, what was the demand for the US dollar out there today?
No, well, them never intervened today, so they don't know the demand, but they have excess demand of 15 million from Friday gone.
Yes.
So that is what played out in the market today, why you have this 40% drop. And then now the central bank come out and say to the man them say, this thing have a contract for a long period of time, Yeah.
Which we know that. You said that already before them.
Yeah, man. But what the important message is that we not got to do nothing for help, because we more concentrate on inflation. That is restraining the economy. Now the central bank say a stability we are going for. We not go for no growth. So more inflation we are focused on. Yeah. So that's a signal to the man them say, this thing I down on the ground for a long time. So we can run for more cover than US dollar. So expect more pressure tomorrow.
So you're saying that people are dumping the Jamaican dollar and getting US dollars for their money?
Yeah, man. If the minister now and the central bank come and say inflation we are focused on. We don't focus on growth. No way think people are doing.
Economic class 2.7. Yep. Ralston Hyman, the top financial analyst in the Caribbean. All who around here, so we make no apologies about it.
No apologies.
Data driven.
Yeah, man.
Ralston Hyman said, based on the World Bank statement, that the Jamaican economy lost terrible and the damage was valued at 8.8 billion US dollars, wiping out 41% of our GDP. The man said him do the calculation, and Jamaica's debt to GDP since Hurricane Beryl is now back at 115%. Who can challenge the argument? Come forward. Come forward.
We also told the little lady from the World Bank and the minister that we invite her openly any time of the day, any day of the week, for come and tell us that we're wrong, and then tell us for them figure and how them calculate it.
Where are they?
Them that this morning.
Where are they?
No, them can't turn up because them can't contradict it.
So those of you out there who are running off your mouth about incorrect information, if you can't come with the correct information, stand down.
Yeah, man.
The country is in a crisis. The country needs the best minds. Yeah. And here is one of the better minds in this country when it comes to finance, when it comes to the figure. Experience. Why would you have a man like this in your country? And you not say to this man, come to the table. You're out there running off your mouth. Come make us see what you say. Put it in front of we.
Yeah, man.
That is what the government needs to do. Call Ralston Hyman for public service. Yep. Time come for the foolishness. Stop.
Yeah, again, what they tell them. Yeah, what the Bank of Jamaica said. The extensive damage to the country's infrastructure. Where was the governor when we can't tell them, say, stop paying on the debt fast and program for and fix the country's infrastructure. This is the key word. Infrastructure.
We want to say to the people. We want to say to the people of Jamaica. What we are saying here is that the government was warned about this. And I like Raleigh, I come now and I say, we don't do the thing wrong. Ralston Hyman. Ralston Hyman was out there alone in the wilderness. I learn. I mean, I say, you know, say that money right. This money have to be my guide, one of my counsel when it comes to economic. And see it, the man I say, if you continue to pay down the debt, your woman and your yard are going to left you. Because you now fix up the house. Those were your exact words, you know. You now fix up the house, you now carry the picnic them, go doctor, the picnic them now go school. And then the Prime Minister come tell you in the Parliament about 80 and chili. For me, Ralston, that's damning, you know.
Of course, it's damning.
After the Prime Minister made that statement, he should have just resigned.
Yeah, man. Correct. Because damning. Yep.
The man said Haiti get a 7 and Chile get a 8.7. And less than 800 people there that Chile will get the bigger earthquake. And over 300,000 there that Haiti, the man said this is because of the infrastructure, the lack of infrastructure in Haiti, the solid infrastructure in Chile. Want to hear that?
And here's the central bank governor says, due to the extensive damage to the country's infrastructure, that is why the economy of our contract significantly. Inescapable.
We only can't tell you,
Yep.
We only can't tell you, because
I'll tell them can go up on the BOJ website and see the release from the Bank of Jamaica.
The release is on the BOJ website, my people. You can go look for it. See it there. Raleigh.
Yep.
Let me see if we have a... Hold on there. This will depend. Hold on. Yeah, Marshy.
Yes. Let's give the finance minister some credit. Because nobody can say she's talking foolishness. Because she makes sure she don't talk.
Hold on. Go again. Say that. Say that again.
Let's give the finance minister some credit. Nobody can say she's talking foolishness because she makes sure she don't talk because she don't know what to say.
You hear that, Raleigh? You hear that?
Yeah, man. But hear the thing about that no, Colin. One of the basic laws of economics tell you that the timely dissemination of accurate information is important to the smooth functioning of markets.
Yes.
Where there is inadequate, untimely, or inaccurate information, it leads to market failure.
Yes.
That came from Professor Ronald McKinnon from Stanford University. Yep.
Hold on, let me hear if you have anything else. Marsh, you have something else?
No, that is enough.
That is enough. All right, pick up yourself, my brother. Ralston, Hyman. So, you're not projecting any intervention this week? Sorry about that. Raleigh?
Yeah, man, I'm still there.
Yeah, you're not projecting any intervention this week. I can't run the week without an intervention.
No, man, I'm not going to intervene, man. They might say an intervention will come tomorrow because it dropped by 40 cents. Yeah? And then put out another release and them will intervene more.
Yes.
So them don't send the signal to the market already. So I'm going to read it so that the people can hear. The special preemptive measures in the foreign exchange market contemplate the need for increased imports to support the rehabilitation and reconstruction efforts. The Monetary Policy Committee knows that the bank's strong international reserves reinforce its ability to support the foreign exchange market. In this regard, the bank has sold some $210 million to the market since the passage of the hurricane. Going forward in the short term, the bank will also provide foreign exchange liquidity directly to selected entities in the energy sector and proactively ensure adequate foreign currency liquidity in the market, including the reintroduction of the scheduled advance notices for intervention sales. So that is a signal that they are going to intervene more.
Here the next thing, Raleigh. When we got kicked off Saturday morning, we lost power. We were talking about JPS. What is this going to do, Raleigh? The fact that JPS is screaming that they can't get funds because they don't have security of tenure. What is that going to do to any recovery of this economy?
That is going to lengthen the process because, I mean, some places now get light until 6 months from now and all of those things. And some of those places are industrial areas and the tourism belt. So that is why there has to be a compromise because, all of the ratings agencies have changed the outlook on Jamaica from positive to stable. Then put negative ratings watch on NCB and all of them places, which means it's harder to get money. And that is why I show the stupidity of the policy. So what would I tell the man themselves? Ratings agencies, Standard & Poor's, Fitch, Moody's. When they attack to them clients. So don't think you can impress them by overpaying your debt and then slow down your economy and crash your economy because they're not going to hesitate to tell them clients, say, nothing now going down the center, so be careful how you deal with them. So now that the hurricane come, they might tell all the people themselves, we change the outlook from Jamaica from positive to stable. The next thing, a downgrade, we're going to downgrade.
Yeah, they are going to downgrade it. I am predicting that we are going to get a downgrade by the second quarter of next year. What do you think?
Yeah, man. Them don't tell NCB themselves within months we're going to downgrade it. Yeah? So, because the sovereign, no company in the country can rate it higher than the sovereign.
Yeah.
The man don't understand the economics on the world here, man. You have to tell the truth, brother. Some stupid things that them do, you
so
wonder.
NCB can rate higher than Jamaica?
No. No, you can't be rated higher than the sovereign.
Ralston?
That's all them, so them don't understand that. Them little followers, them just chat pure foolishness.
5,000 container homes. How much money they might take from NHT to do that? Is there the money coming from?
Well, we don't know, because them say. Them think they forgot the parliament and make you hear what the plan and what they're going to do. No, they haven't gone to the parliament with them. So nobody know what is happening. And that is why I tell you, when you don't have the information, it leads to speculation, destabilizing speculation, because common sense, a man know what going to speculate and then they take the action where him think will benefit him.
Yes.
Yeah, them say simply enough. A common sense, them say a 101.
So the 5,000 container homes, they have not taken that to the parliament yet, so we don't know if they're
No.
We are suggesting, Raleigh, that they don't do it. We are suggesting that them build some concrete shell, give the people them 24 by 12. Column them up to the floor, give them the roof, people put in them wall and partition, give the people and make them go live in it. That will also create employment down there in the west, because you bring down all of the Jamaican trade men, tell them come down the west for 60 days, and you take 60 days and deliver the 5,000 concrete shell.
That will have a better impact on the economy. The multiplier will work there. That is how Michael Manley and Tony Spalding built places like Nanaville and Concrete Jungle and them places in the 1970s.
Yeah.
So more people.
What was that program called?
Site and Services.
Site and Services.
Yeah, man.
And create a whole for employment.
Whole for jobs, yeah, man. Mm-hmm.
So that's what the government need to do. Using our sand, our gravel. You don't have to use the foreign exchange to go buy the 5,000 house. That is going to take foreign exchange out of the market, isn't it?
Precisely, and put more pressure upon the foreign exchange market, yeah.
And none of those houses will get here before February, maybe May, before we get any of those houses on the ground.
And it's the country that you're buying them from will benefit. We won't benefit out of the country you buy. Yeah, we create jobs out of the country we are buying from.
And if we start build these houses the 1st of December, start build out them shell, yeah, by the end of January, we deliver the 5,000. Mass employment down there. Turn up at the economy.
Quick. I'm Mr. Matal and them man have the equipment for the damn thing already.
Exactly. So you call in the contractors and you say he's off on the project that we want to do a town where the need is not as dire as what is happening down here. Come down here, so come work some money. Give us the discount too. Give us the hurricane relief discount. So we are work together as a nation in unity. All hands on deck. Bringing all workers from all over the island. And you build out these 5,000 houses. Keep the money right here at Jamaica, Mr. Prime Minister. Yeah, man. Call in Weekend and them company. Mr. Matal have them capacity. And put them there. Give some small contractor, some contractor 150, you give someone 60, you give someone 1,000 who can manage 1,000, and you spread the thing around and start driving the economy again.
Yeah, man.
Because that 5,000 container was going to cost us so much money. What's the cost?
Let me tell you. That's why I still away the details and everything there. And the other state chat when I hear the details. Yeah, so you can run the numbers. When I hear.
And they don't want to give us a chance to ask them some questions.
Yeah, that me I tell you.
We inviting all government ministers. We want you here. Ralston want you over Power 106. OB want you over New Stock. Ratigan they want you up. So we want to talk to all the government ministers. We have questions for you. We are respectful. We're not going to disrespect you. And we're not going to allow nobody to disrespect your power platform. But we have legitimate questions that we want to ask on behalf of the people of Jamaica. We are the fourth state.
And answering those questions will lead to a greater degree of confidence, because at least people have a roadmap as to where we are going, and less people will be speculating and trying to protect themselves. It's just as simple as that.
Brother, we keep in touch. One love.
All right. Blessings. Yeah, man.
Yes, cool. Ralston Hyman, the professor. I think Wednesday evening, we're going to have Dr. Chris Burgess. I think we're going to have Professor Arton Wednesday evening as well, you know. I think he's going to be on Ralston show in the morning. Tomorrow morning, more up on Ralston show. I'm sure that ask Ralston. And then we are going to have him Wednesday right here. So, let me tell you something, people. I want allow you to be ambassador for the channel. Tell people to come over here. Come get the truth of what is happening as it relates to Jamaican economy. Come get the truth on what is happening on the ground, because our connection that on the ground we start, you know. We want to talk to all of the MP them down in the Gulf there. We have people down there suffer. And some boy dep on social media talk like them know where going down there and not understand people suffering. We have to look after the Jamaican economy. We have to point it out to the government. We can't wait till it crash. And then we have to say we did no, we don't do that. We are patriots. So that's why we're calling out the government and we're giving them the ideas.
You see, when you have minds like Ralston Hyman in Jamaica and the government decides not to utilize his skill set, when the man has been on point for quite some time, it begs to ask the question, what is the objective? Is their objective to sink this country into oblivion? I really have to ask this question. It's not a foolish one, right? But people on the ear, alright, the economy, we in a trouble. If you know me, I deal with no policy from the Minister of Finance or the ministry to aid the people. All small businesses, radam. The fittest of the fittest shall survive. The rates them on the loans, not pretty. Wanna tell me what you think in the comment section, you know? Uno still a fight for this government, yeah? Well, God go with you, because me not go with you, you know. That is it.